than the light years of space unleashed to take over the bodies and souls of the people of our planet.
Shock Tales with Johnny Thunder.
And Baker.
Bringing a new dimension in terror.
Come on into the last bar on the left. Please like and subscribe before you step up to the bar. And if you do, our bartender Scully will gladly service you in more ways than one. Well, if you got the cash. And, of course, I get my cut.
I didn't agree to that in my contract.
Scully, if you flip your contract over onto the back, you'll find that clause near the bottom in extra small print. You might need a magnifying glass to read it.
You mean on the back of the cocktail napkin that you scribbled on that's covered in Kahlua stains?
Yep, that's the one. Anyway, he's the steak, and I'm the grizzle. It's our master of ceremonies, Johnny Thunder.
At least that cat actually got a contract. I mean, Christ, I would take a cocktail napkin over whatever the hell I have with you.
Well, it was a verbal contract, I think, wasn't it?
I think it was like blow and hypnotism. I think that's the only reason I'm still here. And anyway, all right, everybody, welcome back to the Last Bar on the Left. My name's Johnny Thunder. I'm here with the genius, Chris Baker.
I knew that you couldn't keep away from a movie with the name The Menu. So I knew I'd get you. I knew I'd get you out of your house and into the theater.
Oh my God. Seriously, dude, I actually put on pants and a pair of shoes and I wore like a lobster bib and I showed up with my fork and knife and they were like, "Sir, this is a movie." And I'm like, "I don't care." It was really sad. I only had pocket snacks that day too. I didn't take any money to buy anything actually there. But yeah, so The Menu, right? So this movie is about a young couple who travels to a remote island to eat at an exclusive restaurant where the chef has prepared a lavish meal with shocking surprises. Yeah, shocking surprises. I know. Starring Ralph Fiennes, Anya Talor-Joy, and Nicholas Hoult. Now, of course, there's a bunch of other people in the movie, including John
Would you say a smorgasbord?
Oh, yeah, Judith Light is also in the movie. We'll back up. It was a really interesting movie in the sense that it's almost like a drawing board murder mystery where you've got this diverse cast of characters that are introduced in the very beginning of the film. They all take this ferry from a dock over to this exclusive island, and they are taken into what is considered one of, if not the world's most exclusive restaurants run by Fiennes. And I don't know how much I want to get into it. It runs about, I think it's an hour 47, so it's not terribly long, and it didn't feel overly long, which I enjoyed. Without trying to give away too much about it and trying to be spoiler free, I really dug this movie in the sense that it was a complete send up of celebrity chefs, and it completely poked fun at foodies and the idea that pretty much, for the past several years, our chefs have been like these rock and roll stars, right? And everyone's buying into all these ideas about what food is, what, culinary experiences are or should be, or where they can go in the future, and how patrons buy into this chef's celebrity and brilliance and theories about food and food culture, and how editors and the celebrity all feeds into this whole idea of what we now consider restaurant culture. I thought it was a great send up of not only the food industry, but also celebrity and wealth and privilege. And at the end of the day, which is always one of my favorite things about movies like this, is revenge.
Comeuppance.
Exactly. And I've said that before, where there's nothing better than whether you go back to Dr. Phibes or whether you're going to like Last House on the Left or, I Spit on Your Grave. Like, there's nothing better than getting revenge on people that either have wronged you or perceived perception of someone who has wronged you. So there were so much about this movie that I loved in terms of it acts as parody, it acts as black comedy. It definitely is a send up of pretentiousness regarding the culinary experience, regarding food, regarding restaurants. I don't want to get too much into it, but literally the chef invites these diverse group of people in, but then you find out that each one of them has a connection to the chef, and there's a reason why they've all been invited to this basically final night of this restaurant experience. And every course kind of progresses to a finale, which again is part of an exclusive experience. But it is wonderful where you get, I think it's like the third or fourth course, is literally where like the needle just goes completely off the record, and then you go, oh, like, oh, fudge. And you're like, this has just gone bat crap crazy. I loved it. Like I said, I thought Anya Talor-Joy was, as always, wonderful in this role. Fiennes is so chillingly frightening and just such in control of every scene that he plays. He's just terrifying. Overall, I loved it. Again, it's a very closed, claustrophobic sort of experience, except for one point where Talor-Joy does leave the restaurant and comes back. But for all intents and purposes, you're just in this very exclusive room, and it really works to its benefit, especially then when you get the finale when you escape that room in a certain sense. But I loved it. Like I said, I'm very much here. Surprise, here's a big facet of Johnny Thunder's life. I'm very much into like Food Network and Top Chef and Food and Wine Magazine. And like, it's shocking. I love food.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
I love cooking. I love food.
No, I will say one thing.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate the term foodie, because
what this is.
because you know who loves food? Every fucking person on the planet is a foodie.
Right,
or you'd be dead.
but that's why I use that term, because that's exactly who these people are.
Yeah, they're pretentious about it. They're so arrogant
and it's also, you've got so many people that are there not because they actually appreciate food or cuisine, but they have the money. So they consider themselves, quote unquote, foodies. And that's why I thought it was a great send up of that whole concept, right? I loved it. Like I said, I just thought it was great. I went into it not knowing much about it. I didn't really know what to expect. And it had some very grandiose ideas, and I thought they delivered. And I'm hanging it always. Most of these things I always hang on the performances.
Yeah.
And like I said, Fiennes and Talor-Joy to me were just a delight to watch. So
yeah, and you're trying to figure out why are all like, you kind of have an idea that this is leading up to something that's not good. You're trying to figure out, why are each one of these people here? Like, what is the reason that they're there?
Right.
And one person should not be there. It took the place of someone else. So it was it just also had it had a couple of like really funny lines that I just laughed out loud. There was one line, and I don't think this is going to ruin anything, like spoil or anything, but the chef is grilling Richard, and he's asking him to recall any meal. He comes every week, I guess, he's like so loaded he can go to the restaurant every week. He's there constantly, and he's asking them, just remember one meal that you've had in the past year. Yep. And he's like, cod. It wasn't cod, you donkey. And I just fucking burst out laughing. It was just so funny. I don't know. It even though it wasn't a horror or thriller comedy, it had some funny moments in it that kind of broke up the tension a little bit. It was it was enjoyable, and the performances were really outstanding. So it was a fun watch, and I thought it kind of flew right by.
Yeah, I dug it. Oh, hey, I also wanted to mention, I saw you put up video for the Village Mire from 2022, dude. It was rad.
Oh yeah, man! I've gotten like 70 views on that already. It's going viral. It's going viral.
Hey, I gave you 69. Oh, hey now.
Yeah,
No, dude, it looked awesome. It was really. It's every year, like you add more and you do more and you reposition stuff. It's awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the way that came out. I've got some new editing software, so I had some cool other effects that I added in, and then I got the scare cam. You saw the scare cam as well,
I was
right?
gonna say, in Fang Face,
bringing Fang Face back.
Yeah, nice. Well, like I said, like I always said to you, like don't sit behind the scenes like the Wizard of Oz. Like get out there and interact. You know, have fun. Like and it looked great. Like I said, both videos were awesome.
Yeah, it was a blast. So if you haven't checked them out, they're on the Shocktail channel. So if you are, once again, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll get updated because YouTube sure the hell isn't going to recommend these videos. So yeah, go check out the Scare Cam video and my new the 2020 Haunt video. It's wicked.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue the broadcast.
I can't leave them, I can't. Yes, go. You live.
I'm going now. Heaven help you.